destroying public education in the United States. That's what this executive order means.
No, it doesn't.
It's the dream of every family to make sure that their child has the best of an education.
The best of an education? Chicago, 18% of elementary students and 14% of high school students at or above. 14%! U.S. reading and math scores dropped to lowest level in decades. Oops!
It was my parents' dream for me, and it's the dream of every parent around the country.
Nation's report card shows declines in reading. Oops!
And what this administration is doing is cutting off that American dream and saying, yes, education is for millionaires, billionaires. Their kids will be well taken care of.
Their kids are already taken care of, irrespective of this executive order, because they have the money to send them to private school. It's everybody else who's already been suffering. And their education will only get better as a result of not squandering tons of money at a federal level.
Elon Musk's kids will be taken care of, Donald Trump's kids, and Linda McMahon's kids. But the millions of kids in the United States that will suffer because they have pulled public education.
They didn't pull public education, technicolor soggycoat. God, all these people do is lie. Nationwide tests, U.S. kids' reading levels plummeting to lowest in 32-year history. Cool. This came out a month and a half ago. Reading scores for 4th and 8th graders falling. Continued decline from already low scores. Fewer than a third of students nationwide working proficient level in reading in both grades. In 2022, 68% of U.S. 4th graders were not proficient in reading. 68%.
90% of our children are in public education today.
Bro, these melting sog bags are so dishonest. It's disgusting. I've made probably 100 videos about this at this point, so I'm not going to keep repeating the same thing. But every state in America has a Department of Education, and severely cutting back on the federal Department of Education will only make those departments of education stronger and better. And the biggest claim that they make is about how all these kids are going to suffer. So they'll reference things like this. The bulk of Education's department is made up of federal grant and loan programs, including the Title I program, which is funding to high poverty K-12 schools, and the $15 billion IDEA program that helps cover students with disabilities. How could they cut that, you might say? Oops! The White House said those programs, as well as the $1.6 trillion federal student loan program, will not be affected by the order. Oh! Which basically means that this executive order doesn't go far enough. But hey, one step at a time. If they're freaking out about this when it barely does anything, imagine if they actually did something significant. But hey, a dub's a dub. I'll take it.
It is a shame, it's a scandal to destroy public education in the United States.
I cut less than 5 seconds out of the full video that was posted by this definitely not goblin, where she basically said literally nothing other than public education is getting taken away and all these kids are going to suffer. Not why they're going to suffer, not how they're going to suffer. It's just this emotional pull dumpster fire full of fear-mongering and lies, delivered by quite possibly the visually worst person to deliver it. These ghouls keep squealing about who's going to suffer, but they have no explanation as to how. As I explained in the last clip, a lot of the money is still staying there. It's just eliminating the department or severely reducing it, cutting a lot of its staff. But a lot of that money is still gonna go out. And the fact that she included so little substance in this video means that there's not even that much for me to critique, because the whole thing is nothing. And for the last time, I do not want to get into your cauldron.